The Shawshank Redemption is one of the most misunderstood movies of all time. It's known and celebrated for its message about hope, the idea that hope saves those who hold on to it. But that's not the story most of the men in Shawshank were living. Beneath the inspiration and the music was a reality where nothing you did could change who you were. Because once you were a criminal, punishment was the only thing that mattered. It's a film about how hope destroys men when the system decides they no longer deserve it. Shawshank doesn't ask whether hope is good or bad. It asks something far more uncomfortable. Who is allowed to hope and who has to survive without it? Because hope isn't freedom. Hope is a luxury, and not everyone can afford it. Shawshank State Penitentiary is not a place designed to change men. It's a mid-20th century American prison where rehabilitation was an afterthought. Men didn't live here. They merely survived in prison. They existed only to serve their sentences. They were never taught to learn, grow, or change themselves. Obedience was rewarded. Routine was enforced. Shawshank didn't aim to fix anyone. It existed to contain them. Decades inside didn't reform men, it erased their identity. By the time freedom came, most no longer knew how to live without guards and wardens ordering their every move because they had been stripped of thinking itself. This was the world Brooks lived in. Brooks Hatlen spent most of his life inside Shawshank. Not years, decades. By the time he was released, Shawshank wasn't a prison to him. It felt like home. Inside Shawshank, Brooks had a purpose. Outside, he had none. Shawshank never allowed him to upskill or prepare for life beyond its walls. It only taught him how to follow orders and to obey. Brooks wasn't released because he was ready. He was released because his sentence was over. What happened next didn't matter to the system. His debt was already paid. Brooks didn't die because he lacked hope. He died because the system never allowed him to become better. Brooks wasn't weak. He was institutionalized, and Shawshank did its job perfectly. Red watched what happened to Brooks, and he understood exactly why it happened. Decades inside Shawshank had taught Red one thing only. Hope was dangerous, not because it was evil, but because it asked for something the prison never gave. The parole board didn't want honesty. It didn't want growth. It wanted submission. Red learned this the hard way. Year after year, Red spoke about change. And year after year, he was denied. Freedom came only when he stopped hoping, when he told the board what it wanted to hear. They let him go, not because he was ready, but because they heard defeat in his voice. Outside the walls, Red didn't find freedom. He found another version of Shawshank. The same routines, the same rules, and fear still deciding how he lived. Hope for Red was not inspiring. It was a waste of time, because hope meant believing in a future the system had already taken away. Red didn't reject hope because he didn't understand it. He rejected it because he understood. It was never meant for him. Dufresne is not proof that hope saves everyone. He is proof that hope only works when a man has a plan and the means to execute it. Andy enters Shawshank with advantages most men never had. He is educated, financially literate. Those advantages open doors that would never open for the other inmates. So, hope alone is not what saves him. Andy understands systems and incentives. Helping the guards with their taxes isn't kindness. It's leverage. And that leverage buys him protection and special privileges. The warden doesn't believe in rehabilitation. He tolerates Andy because Andy is useful. Brooks was expendable. Red was invisible. But Andy provided value. And Andy was lucky. Andy's cell mattered. He was placed against a wall that could be tunneled, a decision of chance, not merit. In any other cell, hope would have meant nothing. 20 years only worked because the conditions allowed it. Hope didn't save Andy. His skills and his luck did. And that's the part of Shawshank Redemption most people misunderstand. Brooks didn't fail because he lacked hope. Red didn't survive because he believed harder. Andy didn't escape because hope is magical. And each of them reveals an uncomfortable truth about Shawshank. Brooks was released too late. Red was freed only after he stopped asking. And without Andy, Red's story would have ended the same way. Andy survived because he had skill, leverage, and just enough luck to protect his hope from being destroyed. The Shawshank Redemption is not a story about hope saving people. It is a story about time, pressure, and endurance. It's about a system that drains men until hope becomes dangerous. In that system, hope is not a strength. It becomes weakness itself. Because hope is a luxury, and not everyone can afford it.